story. Ah, never ending. This just goes on and on. Mm-mm. Yummy. Never ending story. L'armule. So that's pronounced L'Ormule. That's actually La Maule. That's what I said. I said L'Ormule. It's pancakes. Oh, that's a classic name. Pancakes instead of pancakes. Pancakes. A lot of witty humans out there, especially on Reddit. Sup, Crystal, the awakening. Sandrian, good morning. Happy brand new week, although it's your Sunday. I'm inside Monday. I'm in the new week. It's quite cool. It seems pretty nice. It's been nice to me. Good morning. Good morning, DBC. Sup, Crystal. Mel's gonna rock up at some point potentially. I must be ready. Say hi. The awakening. It's 30 minutes after midnight. Brilliant. I'm late. I'm so sorry. I should have started your midnight. That's pretty cool because then the awakening, where are you? Because then I can call this the midnight gospel. That's pretty cool. Because right now I said the idea is to go live as close to 6 as possible, which is 13 hours late. I apologize for my tardiness. What? You got a TARDIS? No, this isn't Doctor Who. I said my tardiness. It's spring for you guys. Rad, eh? So we're autumn here, which I like. I'm looking forward to this rainy weather. I take better photos in rain. Majestic Queen! So, the awakening outbreak. Tomorrow, I shan't turn you on it. Really? Man. It's really funny, like, a bunch of spiritualists get, like, these numbers to reoccur, like, no problem. But it's like any number but the lotto numbers. It's like, oh, god damn it, this is not good for anything. Other than us feeling connected. Feeling connected doesn't win lottos. That is actually very valuable. You'd be surprised over time what the feeling like life actually has connection and there's actually deep intermeaning. Over time, it has a huge effect on you. And the same thing, a long time where there's no meaning, oof, stagnate your whatever. Joy centers. Picking up a new guitar today, that's so cool. I so picture that. Like it's just an acoustic guitar, eh? You're going to start learning something like, going to jam on an acoustic guitar. I wonder how accurate this is. So you know like you get a strumming and then there's like a guard. Quite dark. The one on your guitar that you're going to be playing and it's like light. Light, but like this light. Like it has like a brown to the light. Okay, I saw it so clearly, but that's why I'm asking you, that's why I described it, because then it's like, nope, that's not it. So I'm like, oh, what I got? You know, like, because I got something, like, that's where I do my readings from. And so when it's wrong, and it's like 20% wrong, or it's 10% wrong, or when I'm wrong, I'm like, I wonder what happened. I wonder if the guides are missing, I wonder if I'm reading the wrong side universe, I'm wondering if the last guitar I saw flashed in my brain. I studied this stuff for 23, that's why I'm able to do this. Because it's like, if I'm wrong, I want to know. Because there's still a universe that's perfect. How did I missee what was going on? Something perfect is still taking place. Even when I'm wrong. And that's why, as you learn about the higher dimensions, you go, oh, I wasn't wrong. I was metaphorically upside down, basically. Am I today? Am I kid? Oh, really? The string? You're like, no, the kid actually took it and started smashing it. Thought he was in a concert. Did he break the string or? I think I can see what happened. He tried to tune it and he broke the string. He over tightened it. You're like, oh, that's accurate. I'm like, see, scary, yeah. I feel better today. Fantastic. I don't know. There is a buzzing. Oh, really? I want to see that. He's broken it. I don't know how. It has a buzz now to it. And like no guitarist has ever heard of it. I wonder what it is. It could be something inside. Sorry, you must intuitive. It could be something inside that's resonating against it, causing an inversion to its resonance, / then it sounds like a buzz. I love this, because it's like, I don't know, like, I lost my pencil case. Like, look under the thing by the thing on the left side. And you look, it's there. I'm like, rad. Go to the back garden, look under the rock with the second most butterflies on it. No. And then sometimes you wonder this. With my gran, she used to do that thing with us with fairies and like, go to my room and look in my slipper. And then you go there and there'd be like sweets for everybody. And then I'm wondering like if she was trying to teach us like other stuff, like where if you believe, you can stick your hand in nothing and pull out something, as opposed to it's actually there hidden waiting for you. And the higher dimensions, it's both. There's a funny thing where I can jump us to a timeline where I know, hey, there's some treasure buried there, and I can then say, hey, go dig up the treasure, and you'll go, wow. But there's another one where there's no treasure there, and you can tell a person there is, and then they go, I think there's treasure there, and then they go find treasure there. It's not solid. It's not solid, basically. And the higher mind is what coordinates the shifting, basically. Da-da. Thanks for sharing, DBC. Bella, good morning. Good morning, Bella. Did I see Monica here as well? Hi, Bella. Good morning. And then your card reading in your live the other day was so spot on, Bella. It's like, it is what it is, what it is. Very accurate. Fire away. That's the question. The awakening. Drinking coffee. Never-ending story. Absolutely, Bella. But that's like, from the other side of the veil, that's what's being pushed a lot by spirit. People like you need to be more than encouraged. You should put like a $50 price for your readings, and then just go around and just drop it on X. Just drop a bunch of things that you offer it. It'll be a higher self arrangement. That person who sees your thing will be, their higher self will be like, go for it. And you know what I mean? Your higher self will, in the meantime, your higher self in the non-physical will do the marketing. Because there's people who want either validation or actually like some kind of direction, It's like, I think the forest is that way. Some people are there, and some people are like, I think I have a dragon named Steven. And then you do a reading for them, and like, hey, you got a dragon named Steven? Weird. And then they're like, yes, that's exactly what and I get that 90% of the time. You say your thing, and then they go, yes, that's weirdly accurate. And then you realize eventually it's going to be dumb. It's just going to be like, oh my God. Like, if you can see the higher dimensional pattern, it's just mirrors, smoke and mirrors, and the same being walking in and out of rooms, psychological rooms. Just all of us, we're that one being. And all of this is like, I have a 9/10th belief with a 7/4th belief with a 9/50th belief, and I'm staring at myself from across eternity. And then I have friends called Bella and DBC and, my neighbor, and it was all just me distorted based on my belief alignment. I know I said this a lot. And guys, when you've heard the same thing over and over again, stop subscribing and then enjoy eternity. When I have nothing new to say to you, and as you guys are like, yes, we've heard this, then that's good. Then I've done, then I've replicated my message, and I don't, there's no, new, I suppose it is new information, but it's more like the finer fabric is what I'm actually going to then go into, and then the total fabric, and then the finer fabric, and the way the fabric creates other layers of its own fabric, and the way the fabrics will illustrate, that kind of just over and over again. It's all the universe is. Macro, micro, which is the same, and the study of that eventually turns it into a literal lucid dream. Where your environment is both stabilizing stuff, something. You'll see. You guys are all pretty much set up for that. Good morning, Deanna. How are you this fine day? And then everyone here, you guys are all on my For You page, just so you know. Like if I go to, hey, is Bree here, what? You just combined, did I say DB Bree? Debree. You're all being debriefed. DBC briefed. It's turned out that everyone brings their favorite dish. Ooh, nice. But wait, wasn't there a question? I want to be more attentive. I think I'm missing so many people's things. I didn't see Crystal. No, Crystal's on her own mission. It was only the first 2 weeks or so. She was around 2-3 weeks. Now she's off on it again. But it's pretty cool because if you listen to this live every day, then go find one of her videos on the day and it's the same. She's having the same conversation, very obviously. She's like, guys, AIs, I love it because it's still confirmation, it's still alignment. There's the collective spiritualists are now, we're all doing we're all in the same rhythm basically, which is nice because, somebody who's like, I don't want to know what reality is. We'll see one of us do something and then turn and another one else will do the same, similar thing, and it'll be like, hey, that's just how synchronicity works. We're basically embodying higher dimensional vibration. No way, DVC. I was wondering if DVC, every morning when I go outside, I look at my post box, I'm like, probably been stolen. But if it arrives, I'll be happy. I'm trying to not build up my expectations. I'm like, it's fine. I bless whoever's took it. I always do that when stuff's taken from me. I'm like, it's fine, I'm not sad. This stuff is nothing anyway, so bless the person who's took it from me. They probably need it more than I do. Teachers' influences change quickly. Yes. But I can find you guys, you know what I'm saying? It could, other than friendship and liking the way that I sequence my explanation, eventually you should look at me and go, that he's taught us exactly why he has nothing to teach. I will eventually teach you why I have nothing to teach. You'll go, he's absolutely everyone I've ever known, every concept, he's fake. That kind of thing. No body or grouping of energy should hold you indefinitely. Unless it's just I'll go talk to Sananda because I like him. How much is a reading? $30. Palladian, I can tell you now, yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry about the money. You've got a strong Palladian connection. It's freaking rad. Strong. And the Palladians are you're awakening! They want to talk to you, hardcore. So, they would say, read that book. I forgot that the alchemy, yeah, definitely. Strong, and you'll see it. Now they when you shove someone into a room or in a line and you want to get the line going, not that you do this, and you shove the next, you're in junior school. Palladians are shoving me. They're going, say this. They give me a whole bunch of stuff, 10 things on top of itself they want me to say to you. Bringers of the Dawn. It's a book. Then there's another book called The Palladian Agenda. Then there's The Alchemy of the Nine Dimensions. Then there's the Billy Meyer content. Yeah, Palladians are rad. The Palladians say, if one was so inclined, one could make a very good living just dabbling in their knowledge. They're funny. They're talking from a ninth dimension. Their seventh dimension is from what I know them to be, but they're now talking from the ninth dimension. And it's funny because anything that you make is like an inverse spiritual blind spot. So if I go make an item or I write a Palladian book, I'm writing a humanity's consciousness blind spot book. So in other words, everything you create is in the ninth dimension. In other words, all entrepreneurship is based on ninth dimensional gaps in the human collective. God damn it, that's the Palladian talking. I should channel Palladians. They're super intelligent. And then I won't have to be the clever one. Okay, that's them coming through. That was them talking now. So, hey, Waken, you want to ask some questions? Let's channel Palladians at you. They're like fuckers. They're like, oh, I love Palladians. They're like you have a choice, Garth. They'll hide in my passionate spot and make me talk. They're clever, eh? Yo! They're fucking clever. They'll go, we'll just stand over here and talk in metaphor that you like. And you'll think you're telling us stuff. The Palladians are hectic, eh? Sure. I like that attitude. I like the Palladians. I've never encountered their energy like this before. Thank you so much, Deanna. Flattery will get you everywhere. Here, have an oversized rosary. So guys, I bought this yesterday at this restaurant. Look at it. Look at it. It's fucking big. Cool, eh? And it cost 60 rand. We looked at the price, we were like, what the, how much is it? And like 60 rand, I'm like, fucking take it. Like, I thought I was stealing. 60 rand is like $3.20. And I was walking around with it like, I was hanging on my, because it hangs all the way like down by between, just above my knees. And I was like, yo man, does the Pope even Pope if he doesn't have a rosary this size? And in my mind I pretended I time travelled to the second Pope and I stole it from him. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of like spiritual paraphernalia to decorate my ashram that I'm building. And even indoctrination paraphernalia. Because you're always born into an energy that you Catholicism is still it's still brilliant. It's still what it is. It's good mythology. It still produced saints. Let's leave it at that. The Palladians, that was Palladians taking over me and going, it produced saints. Let's leave it at that. I love the Palladians. Like, God, you talk too long. Sure. I said it quickly. Okay, now seriously, awake, can you talk to the Palladians? Well, they talking from ninth at you. If I'm going to teach you about, Radar, good morning. If I was going to teach you about them, I would say 7th. You're wrong, Garth. Fuck you, Palladians. I'm wrong. Update your bullshit. Oh, so every time that talk happens, that's my right brain being loosey-goosey enough for them to go and then me talk what they say. You see, you can tell when they're talking. It's like it's me also sometimes when I'm doing 2 characters. It's like my 9th dimensional collective, which is the Palladians. It's always been the Palladians. I didn't know that. That's what they say now. It's always been us. And apparently now we've got a very clear channel. Earth has a clear channel now. Because, I don't know, 21st of March, season change. Fuck, the Palladians are hilarious. They're like, season, whatever you need, permission slip, pretend you're talking to eternal consciousness. And we'll talk on behalf of it from the 9th dimension. Fuck, the Palladians are great. You hear that? Like, just pretend you're talking to eternity all the time and we'll pretend we're making up your imaginations of story about Palladians from a 9th dimensional. That's them. They're like, whatever you need, just fucking stop being a child, you God. You've been saying it to yourself for fucking weeks now. The Palladians are like that. They're real. And they'll use everything you've ever heard. Like if you watched a lot of movies and you've spoken to a lot of people, all that dialogue will be combined and that will be how they communicate. In other words, if all of those communications was one human psyche, that the sensibility of that being is how they'll talk to you. So in other words, it's you talking to you. Because you projected all those other experiences anyway. God, I like the Palladians. I would like to teach you about the Palladians. Oh, they say I must. They've got 2 years to go before they arrive. They're going to be first contact. Radar, thank you. So awakening, ask me questions. Daja, what's up? Ask how to break the cycle of fear, anger, and lack of self-worth. God dang it. They say that the pain that you carry, which is what you just said, fear and self-worth is pain. Self-inflicted pain. The pain that you carry is the love that you withhold. And right now they're giving me shit about Jordan. You know Jordan? They like say, listen, Jordan is your collective, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, I don't have any pain, Palladians. I don't need to do that with Jordan. And see that? You hear that? That's the hardy gods going crazy. That's Thoth. So I want to ignore the Palladians and Jordan and the birds. Fuck you. Fuck all of you guys. Not fuck Jordan. I don't care. I don't care. I see. It's called free will. God, but your entire creation tried to team up against you. I know it does that occasionally. And let me guess, now the cat's going to rock up and tell me I'm wrong. There's my hoot. I know how this universe works. I've timed it 1,000,000 times. The universe will ultimately, first dimension, second, it'll gaslight you to some degree. You need to transcend it. It's like if something else leads me to something else, it's self-definition. It's not something. You get what I'm saying? You don't need a permission. You don't need another to give you, like, I think you would say, a permission slip to hold something true. And if you do, you get the universe will go, guess what? And it'll basically use that against you to de-ignorize you. Cryptid. What? I have to type cryptid. No ways. Is that a Palladian idea? It's like the Palladians told me to create a new crypto coin based on Oh, every live I get crass. I'm actually not doing it this time. Crypto. Anyway, cool. What density? So it's ninth. So between 7th and 9th. And they've got lots of different civilization colonizations, if you know what I'm saying. To break any cycle, one must make a dramatic change and create different habits. There. And it takes 2 weeks to create a habit. I agree with Radar. It's a much better idea than using the philosophy that the pain that you carry is the love that you withhold. In other words, to choose to see yourself in everybody and love them anyway. Like example, if I went to my source and looked at Jordan, it's still me. The fake me, but me. Including this dude. This dude's experience in creation. And therefore, I should find the angle where, as pathetic as I come across to eternity, I can still love myself. Therefore, that's the same equation than loving Jordan. To which I say, fuck off. Because that's how you can ultimately get gaslight by the angelic realm, where you just become a slave of any concept that is brought to your doorstep. And you manifested it. You see? So all these truths can be used against you in both the infinitely good, which is terrible, and in the infinitely bad, which is obviously terrible. But at least that you know where they're coming from. Here, the good has like 2 angles that it comes at you from. It's like it has like a pincher movement. And Sandy's going the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I want to repeat and read it. Insanity is exactly. Does my Palladian name come to mind? Wow. The Awakening, do you have a Palladian name in mind? I want to see if it's the same one. At least the letter. Oh. Gift light up. Thanks, Radar. Thank you with the rose, bro. Thank you so much. Not at all. Okay. So I got a first letter, and it'll just be the name you had last. You don't have a Palladian name. Palladians, I say, grow up. No, but they said it nicer. I said it that way. Sorry. No, they said basically, if you take on a moniker. Okay, there's a teaching moment. The Palladian says now is a teaching moment. If you take on a moniker, like a name or a singularity of self-observating, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same as the Toltec warriors who could shift their assembly point. If you could shift your assembly point and look at your reality from your mom's point of view, you would see that that 6th dimension and above, the mind of her is your mind, same mind. So you won't get so attached to Sarah or a Michelle or a you or a Brian or any of your lifetimes will be a blink. A full 80 years to 100 years is a blink. So you don't, from a Palladian point of view, you don't get addicted to each blink. Each lifetime isn't my cat and my favorite boss and I live down the road and my James and do we get to see our loved ones when we die? And it's like, no, you are perpetually your loved one. You projected them using a prism. You fractaled one being's light into many beings. And so the Palladians are like, okay, you had a name. What does that mean? Because you've changed names all the time based on your incarnation position, your moniker that you would like to hold, so that the collective has a clue about what you're reflecting back at it. A Brian. If you break down the name Brian, any name you break down is just for that incarnation's angle of reflection. So an incarnation is you reflecting God back at eternity. And then all the incarnations are all your gods. And you are all out. Just at this level, you might as well just jump the fucking queue and just every being that's ever been is you. And if that's too much, you're like, oh, but I have no uniqueness in my expression, therefore no one's going to gratitude me. There is no one to get there. There's only you to gratitude yourself. And then it's like you go, yeah, but all these lifetimes, like, yeah, they're not that impressive. Yeah, but human life, yeah, all of them are not that impressive. It's like, yeah, but Cleopatra, it's like, yeah, big deal. Do you know how many advanced masters they've been that you're never going to hear about, that you've been 50,000 times like it's nothing? Yeah, let's actually just, like, once and for all, the 9th dimensional mental crystalline Christ-conscious grid on the planet, let's just once and for all, it's nothing. It's like a little pen I flick around. It's the basics. It's the 101. It's the, here God, this is your starter pack, and anything that could ever be imagined can be held true, you can create with this. Take it away. and I'll catch you on the roundabout. And I'll catch myself on the eternal roundabout, on the eternal. I'll always be passing myself, and through intuition, I'll know what all my other aspects are up to. I'll be energetically sensitive to myself. Okay, so let's talk about the play. God, you're enlightenment me about who I was. But do a study, please, The Awakening. I'll even do one with you. I'm like excited about the Palladians. I find them kind of boring. I know I'm causing trouble. They're funny. I even asked to like get free board, and I asked for free like accommodation on a Palladian mothership once, and they were like, "Be careful, you're gonna get burnt." I was like, "Whoa, jeez," because, but they probably are quite like, you know, so advanced consciousness that you could like, you know, those dreams that you have where you're the mountain and you're half a cloud, and you think you're a shoe, but you got to climb out of the bucket, and then the villagers don't know if the mayor has found the spaghetti yet. Those kind of dreams. That's what'll happen if you encounter a Palladian before you've expanded your consciousness. It'll be like, did I do my homework on the Tuesday? I'm gonna vote for the best popes. God, I like coffee. That's what'll happen. You'll end up. You'll become smooth-brained. There'll be no difference between anything, basically. And then the subtle differences that actually have, you'll see later. It's beautiful the way the universe has been folded, and the way it composites its variables that are already six-dimensional truths. What I mean by composite, remember the other day I was talking about how you take an elephant's face and a lion's face energetically, and you literally put them in the same space, facing away from each other, but they're in the same space. And you spin that fast. Oh my God, it's a fucking rhino. I know, it's weird, right? This whole world's made up like that. Just combination structures, cymatic combination structures. So it's like, I saw a otter, what does it mean? Well, and then the subconscious ancestral knowledge will go, oh, otter's made out of these two variables, you've got a frog and a snake. Okay, you're busy trying to balance that aspect. Your spirit made an appearance in the form of otter. We've got to learn how to track. You know, you've got to basically stalk your spirit in reality. Your spirit's the thing manifesting all of this. So you stalk the variables. That's so funny the way you said that, Awakening. That was really good. Like, with the Awakening, my whole life, if you took everything that came out of my mouth, other than and then not made it like I was actually special, or other than I've actually achieved anything, what you just said is what I've said my whole life. All I've actually said to God. It's all I've said. Because I'm a loner, I don't know myself, and you're awakening me to my higher self right now. You see, I can go, no, and I have 23 years, but the truth is, you're always perfectly reflected. And that sincerity that you put across now, that golden hearted truth that you said, if another being, whether that being be the teacher or not, is honest, that's namaste. I see the divine in you, because you could basically God, you're the divine mirroring me perfectly right now. You're God saying, I see you. So you see, with the love that I give you, the connection of self, will dissipate my own pain. In other words, there's been past times where I haven't done that for other aspects of myself, and therefore it's bunched up on itself and created my fear and pain. Fear only stemming from your energetic shadow not knowing what it is. When you know yourself, then you'll love yourself. But that's something also you get used to, because it's a higher love vibration. You know what I mean? You can't just go out being holier than that off the bat. It's something you really get used to. I don't know if I can trust myself, that kind of thing. But you can. You know. When everything is electrical, every moment is like a new... Do you see that actual feeling almost returns as the DNA, the last DNAs activate? I swear you have like spontaneous DNA activations as a child. You know? Probably, actually. Sup, Mel? Sup? Is that Mel? That was your first comment, eh? I'm waiting for you. I hope that was your first comment. Let's go back. No, that was your first one. Good morning, Mel. It was. I got it. Yes. Mel, because earlier when I said Mel's going to rock up at some point, I cannot miss it. The Awakening. You're going to love the what's his name. Read The Alchemy of the Nine Dimensions and read the Pleiadian Agenda and read Breakers of the Dawn. No, 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 not like that. Yeah, I mean, you had one, and it's not up there. It's actually present. It's not up there. It's not, well, yeah, there's a Palladian constellation and da 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 da. It's here. It's here in a higher dimension, the Palladian's energy. It was your third. God dang it. God dang it. So I can see, what's his name? What you're doing, which is what you're supposed to be doing, awakening, is you're longing for a better time. And that's how you're going to create that here. You're basically going to seek it and seek it and seek it until you embody it. Listen again. And you're going to embody it. You're going to embody the higher dimensional awareness. And that if there's a spouse that you're fond of, you can visit each other. In fact, there's a chance. Oh, okay. Yes. You've got a lady Palladian contact being. I don't know if you guys have a relationship in the past. It's none of our business. Stella, her name's Stella. She said, tell me my name's Stella. How do I know you're not a demon? I could be misleading the awakening. That sounds like a name a demon would give if it wanted to seduce, a gullible human. Just go along with it. Demons are quite nice. The Palladian demons are quite sweet. And they got and they like to dance cheek to cheek. Butt to butt. That's weird. I don't know. Palladians are odd. No, apparently, actually, her name is Stella. Yes, she's long lived. You took incarnation on Earth. You have got a soul connection, and it's purely designed so that when 2027, you don't have to get introduced to her. As she approaches you, then all your memories will come back, and you'll probably get a whole bunch of them back between now and then anyway. Now I don't know. I can't vouch for that information because I'm trying to give everyone confidence. So I'm going to pretend it's sketchy at best. It's actually exactly what it is. So now let's do an experiment. Stella's giving me a color. I must write the color down, and then you tell me what color it is, and then I'll hold the paper up if it's accurate. So we get double confirmation. Like it's like getting double security checks, authorization on your device. I didn't do anything. You're projecting me. I didn't do shit. Stella's hilarious. She's really funny, but all the Palladians are beautiful and funny. That's what she's saying. She just earned points with her collective. No, but seriously, Stella's funny. What did she say? Something nice? Oh, she says, don't trust Garth. He's up to no good. My name is Stella. I am Palladian. Everything he said is accurate. But don't trust him anyway. He's too happy, apparently. Apparently I'm too happy to be trusted. She knows that should amuse you. She's literally designing statements to amuse you. Yeah, she said, don't trust me. I'm too happy to be trusted. Now awakening, have you got a sense of humor? You know? You go like this, you look at me and go, really, I can't trust you. Did you say that? Or did you go, fucking weird? What did you do? I'm like, wow. The level of humor, is that what you like wow at? Or you'd wow at like, I mustn't trust you. Because if I say don't trust me, good, I know you're not. Okay, good. Because that's what you're going to have to dabble with. She's going to make, you and her are going to learn to do this. Make a statement. If there's a par level of truth, you're going to make statements that are true bullshit, true bullshit, true bullshit. And another person should go, that's fucking funny. Because I'll be able to feel exactly what's true. And all you've done is said my eternity backwards to me. If I follow my lifetimes, it's the same thing that Palladian just said at me. And then you just two gods laughing in each other's face. It's like, that was brilliant. How did you do that? Well, I read your last 50 lifetimes and I noticed that the last thing you said was this, and that's exactly the 5 lifetimes at an angle, so Palladians are rad. I don't believe I have any Palladians around me. I feel like they were like, meh, you're good. Crystal, you didn't come through the Palladians on the way down here. Thingy just happened to use the Palladians as a stop-off point to getting their energy used to Earth's level, basically. So we've all got different, like, ancestral alien genetics that we jump through on the way down if we come to visit Earth, third dimension. Some of us are like, no, I've only ever they're like only Andromedan ever, never ever anywhere else, and it has one incarnation here because it was needed, and the Andromedan collective asked. No, no, no. This is a great thing. The Palladians are wanting to come through on the planetary level anyway. So if you had to do a study on the Palladians, they would encourage it. They now want me to now go into a hyper Palladian study, which I also want to do now because they're actually quite. Us graduating from third to fifth, graduating whatever. That's a paradigm. It's not the absolute truth, but us going from third to fifth is theirs. It's them going to from seventh to ninth. They happen to be doing the whole universe is moving up, basically. God's destroying all the sentient beings that didn't make it. So the bottom dimensions are being pulled up. And all that energy that you use to animate yourself isn't there. So you... But those beings could maybe want oblivion. You know. So I just poofed in the old Lord Rumi, lol. What dimensions? Sirius, sixth dimension. Sixth. And that's very good, eh, Bella? You get your sixth. You get your Sirius connection. Bella? Did I mention Sirius in your reading? To carry on about the awakening, this is great stuff. It is incredible. Things just change. But the awakening, wait until you read about the Palladians. Forget what I'm saying. Wait until you actually have real contact where you're like, this is actually higher intelligence. You know, these guys this is actually a thing. And then the Palladian spaceships, they're very obvious. I had two yesterday. Like, so obvious on the mountain. It's like, and the one was so funny. Remember the spaceships yesterday? We made funny jokes. We made funny jokes about it because the one spaceship disappeared into the other spaceship. And then my wife was like, that's called docking. Because it is, spaceship. And I was like, oh, I thought it was called soaking. Did I say that in the live? I did. The lady was like, he said it. And like the Palladians were betting on whether I'd tell the story or not. They thought it was hilarious. Apparently they're Mormons. They're Mormon Palladians. Yesterday on the mountain. Anyway, it doesn't count. The Awakening says, hello, wife. Today. It's happening directly after this live. The screenshot's already been taken. In fact, in the next 2 days, all my readings will be up to date. And then there's the book study that's starting, which is quite cool. You still have to vote on it, everybody. Did you guys get your video? I did a video only for subscribers. That's a great idea, Crystal. Wait, did you ask about Sirius? No, Bella asked. Okay, so Crystal as well. So Crystal, that's the Syrians talking through both of you guys. Your ideas are coming, basically Syrians are nudging you, your ideas. Okay, Bella, brilliant. Human design style except guide connectors. Yes, Crystal, that's a great idea. Bathroom break. We gotta find this video. Which one again? Oh, it's a thingy. It's pinned. It's pinned, and that's the sub-only one that's been pinned, and that's the one where we choose which book we're going to book study, and then all the subscribers are getting the book study for free. In a video series. So the subscribers, you don't have to worry about the book study. You get to watch it for free, but there's going to be 12 people in a Zoom meeting doing the book study. We're going to do a meeting per chapter, basically. So it'll take like 11, 12 Zoom meetings, but we're going to do, and then those will be recorded, downloaded, and put into the series. So if you've got like a spiritual practice and you want to get exposure, it's a very good thing to join it, because then you're going to give your 2 cents, and people are going to listen to it and go, hey, that's pretty insightful. Who is that person? And then all your details, if you're in the thing, will be there. It's like, no, that's Bella. She does card readings. Here's her profile link, that kind of thing. So it's a way for us all to get used to talking in a forum, and then for us to, because each one of us has got a hyper alien collective intelligence behind us. So when we start talking to each other, it's going to be like, you know, and on a topic, like a good book topic, like Celestine Prophecy. Why so serious? Yeah. So, tell me how, please. Do you mean tell you how to make that map thing? The Palladian guide, that thing, or how to join the Zoom thing? Starlight, thank you so much for the crane. And then the next month we'll do another book study, and then we'll just carry on like that basically. Know how to join the Zoom. Okay, so it's the first 12 people. It's $100. PayPal books you in, and what else? That's it. Only 12 positions. You can't have more than 12. And there's already 3 people that if they paid a day, they booked themselves in, but they made it very clear they want to be in it. I got it. So when you get the code, when you pay, correct. And then it's going to be every 3 days. It's going to be every 3 days for a month. And then, obviously, if you're in it, you must be happy with it being downloaded and put onto YouTube, and then highlights put onto TikTok as well. So you only join it if you want to, be a part of the study, but mostly you want to, like exposure, that kind of thing, because all 12 people's details will be there. So if you've got like a, Etsy store and you're making things, and then obviously if you join them regularly, people would get used to that. The idea is to eventually get used to us, and then, for example, people will show a lot of interest in, say, 2 people in the Zoom meeting, and then I'll be like, hey, do you 2 want to do a hyper podcast, like another 2-hour version of it, but where we talking on a certain aspect of it? Ultimately, I see this growing podcast. I've been listening to the world. I've been listening to all the gurus. I've been listening to Joe Rogan. I've been listening to the world news. And I'm pretty sure I am the smartest human on the planet right now. And I mean smartest meaning not 50,000 times 40 equals but I've got access to AI level of intelligence, and I can size it up better than anybody else. Meaning there is no Joe Rogan. I see myself eternal, and what I've done my eternity is that I've been interviewing myself in a podcast format. If you can take any one I've interfaced with is actually my own karma, therefore I am that being and I'm one and the same. I'll probably look like a bald kickboxer with a podcast who used to be on Fear Factor. Get it? Fear Factor. We all came from I can see through it basically. I can see through the 12th, 13th. And I can't find anybody else who can do that, who can say that stuff, who gets it. So therefore, put it this way, if it's all an immaculate manifestation, well, what's stopping me from getting on the Joe Rogan show? And then saying all this stuff. And Joe goes, fuck, that's actually pretty good, dude. How did you put that all together? I'm like, and you've done DMT. How did you not put it together, Joe? It's rude. Because he's at the point now, Intellectual Podcast, exactly. Because he's at the point now where Joe Rogan says this world's so messed up, he doesn't have answers. And he's like, short of Jesus coming back, I don't know what to fucking say. So, and then Joe Rogan looks, he's like, so Jesus, if you're here, you can come back now, thanks. And I'm like, everyone's fronting. The whole human race is fronting. You know what I mean by that? In your core of cause, you're like, I'm just making this up day to day. I don't actually know what's going on. And I don't know so much that an imaginary good guy, I'll ask abstract reality to bring him back. Like that's what we've all been waiting for. Like Joe Rogan doesn't get that he is everybody, and that he is the. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he thinks that another being needs to arrive, and that he doesn't need to realize himself as God. Now, if I stood in a podcast and I said to Joe Rogan, "You haven't realized you said you're God yet," Joe Rogan's gonna go, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "Yes." And you want to know how that works? How that's facilitated? The dimensional cascading of your own light sound. And he's going to go, fuck, explain it to me. And I'm going to go dimension explanation. And Joe Rogan's going to go, God, Garth. I'm like, yeah, God, whatever. In other words, I'm going to impress him, but I'm also going to treat it like it's fucking nothing.
I think some people are at their level of enlightenment where they see we're all one, but they still see the oneness through the nodes. Like the mycelium will then pop up mushrooms. They're focusing on the mushrooms rather than the fact that the mycelium is where the mushrooms sprout from.
Woo! Fucking clever, eh? Dang, that's attractive. Ooh, who's that girl? Who's she? I'll marry her. Marry her, make her my possession. Gonna marry you and make you my possession.
Okay.
Alright. I feel like I'd be super open to it. I think he probably does know. He holds the platform for others to share the views. No. No, I don't think, from what I've into meditation yesterday, and I actually was like, okay, cool, show me the human collective psyche, show me who's practiced what I'm doing, and we can find them. You can find your Satgurus, you can find your Muji Babas, you can find any of your truth speakers. All of them are describing shadows, 11th and 12th dimensional shadows. That's what I've been told clearly. None of them are saying, oh. In other words, that final conclusion isn't made. That they hold the final conclusion is that there's other souls that I'm here assisting. That's a 12th and down. 13 says no one's here but me. Now I say that to Satguru, his head's gonna throw back and he's gonna laugh. He's gonna go, ha ha ha, oh well, oh yeah, well I mean, ha ha ha, and then he says nothing because he's gonna loop on the spot because I haven't inserted any new programming other than telling myself I know what I am. Laughter's the only thing. Laughter is the short-circuiting of that fact. So the whole thing is just a giant cymatic contradiction. But let's find out, guys. I said this now because I'm going to download this. It's going to go up onto YouTube and I can use it later as a reference and say, listen, I said it. Changes does everything. Deep realization. Like you could be on the mark and then go, nah, and then run away, you know, from actually getting it. Like when you go, it's all me. And then that slowly gets lost. I've had it in meditation where I'm like, back in the day when I first started, and that would blink on and off that it's only me. And every time you remembered it, you're like, don't forget that. It's impossible to figure it out if you're including others in the equation. Because you'll always then say God isn't one. And then whatever you hold true, God holds true. Creation makes it true. Now because you're holding that you're not one, creation will give you an example of a distorted reality where you're not one. So start with that fact, and then the rest will fall into position. This is Palladians agreeing. Start with the fact that it's all you, and then cascade reality after the fact. Because that's actually what reality is doing. It's recreating always, over and over again, so fast you think it's always here, and it's using your sentiment. Am I the other? Relative to the perception, or am I the perception as well as the perceiver? Start with the second one, and then all shall be accurate. Start with the other one, and you're just going to start compounding sin on itself, forgetting that you're the unity. And then do that long enough, then what you're doing to yourself is actually a form of spiritual abuse. It'll eventually accumulate, and you'll hit your elbow, which is your spirit saying, hey, stop that. Not the elbow, but what you've done to accumulate the karma, to get the elbow to hit itself. You've negated your absolute truth. Do that long enough, you will age and die. Don't do it, you can reverse aging and you will get access to limitless God abilities. Who's teaching this? I'm very proud of myself. And God's also like, well, me. I'm like, cool, I've cornered the market. Because then all that happens now is for someone to steal the product, my product. The only way you can do that is to embody it. And that's like fucking rad. I'm going to go now and we're going to sit in eternity on a cloud. Because if someone embodies what I'm doing, it's like, right, that's what I've come to do. To replicate what I am. And God's like, from God's point of view, from like a high, it's like, I sent you. Okay, God sent, no, I sent me. You can take on the second persona and remember a time when a greater self requested I assist Earth, but that's a dream time, if you know what I'm saying. You're still all characters involved, always will be. There's a very good video I'm going to upload today where the head of Kriya Yoga explains the 9 initiations, the 9 levels basically, that complete your human spiritual evolution. Changing your perception into what it means to be God. Yes. Change from suffering to bliss in under 2 months. That is so rad. And I hope that's what a lot of people are experiencing on the planet. It is true, yeah, you're right. Meaning the majority at least know they're dabbling with themselves, or they're dabbling with that functionality of a self-created moment with yourself. To be able to actually commune for the first time with your spirit, magic. That the device behind creation, which between your unconscious, subconscious, and conscious, you know it very well. But now maybe people feel like they can commune with it. And that final conclusion of that communing will be this. Because they're not really communing, they're having a conversation with themselves. Rad. Radical. Thank you so much for gifts. No. Are you willing to create a video with a message for giant screen stage? For a giant... Ooh. Are you willing to create a video with a message for... Yeah, Crystal? Where? Definitely. Where? What stage? What's going on? I love this. We're all just our own light fractals creating prisms. Amen. Amen, Starlight. Prism is what it is. It is what it is. Wow. Crystal, definitely. I've got some cool things. That sounds rad. Okay, cool, Crystal. I'll put out some things that, because I'm psychic, so you don't even have to say much more. I kind of got a whole psychic image of what you're talking about, what you would like and what could work. So I'm going to do 3 different random ones. I'm actually going to let the Palladians do. I'm just going to act it out for them and say what they want me to say and and then it'll be cool, mind expanding, trippy stuff. It'll basically be a message from God in a sequential way that the collective can, if anything hears it, they're gonna go, oh, fuck it, say, hey, I got it. I know how to impress myself, basically. I know what'll impress me. Right, thank you. Exciting. I'll need pretty fast. Rad. Add humor. Definitely going to add humor. Definitely. I like the idea of Rockham going, hi, my name is Stephen the Palladian. We are the only intelligent race in the universe. And then a grey alien must walk onto the screen. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Get out of here, man. You're fucking ruining my shot. Anyway, we're the only intelligent race in your civilization. We own you. Fuck off, alien. No liberation. Anyway, no, fuck off. You're not liberating the humans. And then I start fighting with this other alien over, you're not liberating. I told you. Oh, I'm Locke. And then the grey alien grabs a gun, like a monkey, and chases me. And I'm like, fuck off, out of my way. And then I got the gun, and I'm chasing it back across the screen, and it's me and these 2 aliens. I was just saying, fuck you. And then it's we stop, and we're like, we'll be back in 5 minutes. We got some unfinished business. Get back here, you piece of shit. Fuck off. It's your fault Biden's fucking up. I told you I just want to program him like that. And then the 2 guys the 2 alien races that run our planet end up just giving away the story because they end up arguing in front of us. I told you the Biden programming, you did a reversal. You took the American people, you pushed into your singularity, and you shoved that singularity into a Bush. Which Bush? Bush Jr. If you combine that and you collapse it into a tesseract, that's Joe Biden. It's like a magic show. You're like, America, look at this, and you hold up a Clinton puppet. You're like, impressive, but and then you take a veil and you're like, cha-cha, and then there's combination of Monica Lewinsky and thingy, and then you mush their faces together, and it's like, ta-da, it's George Bush. And I was like, what the fuck? How'd you do that? It's like, ta-da, American people. Basically, some alien magician is just giving you a regurgitated mirror in the form of your presidents. It is what it is. It's a regurgitated mirror. It's your own emotional mental reaction to your previous leaders, regurgitated in a new character. But this one can talk. The other one used to mumble. I like by Obama. He won't bail the banks out. He will shut down Guantanamo Bay. Oh, fuck. Just because he said he would. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you actually look at life over 20 years at a time, it then inverses. It actually is doing it every second, but every 20 years of unit of time, doesn't matter when it's happening all the time, any 20 will pole shift so that the actual mind doesn't recognize itself in the others. Humanity was put into a psychological prison. A dark age, where now that dynamic is broken. So if I say, look guys, George Bush, Obama, combine them, oh my gosh, then you're going to go, hey, this is like Biden. No. Now look, these are the 20 speeches thing he said, these are the 50 speeches he said, take AI, compare the linguistics. Oh my God, look, it's exactly what Trump was saying at you guys. And everyone's going to go, what, this fucking place is fake? Not pretty much. If you build a reality by compositing concepts that are concepts in the first place, you can't take compounded karma and call it a thing. It's an offense to your true nature. I have a being in my house or walking around me doing body healing and such. Hey, that's so good, Palladium. Awakening. Secret Knockers in the event, it will be amazing. There will be major celebrities, key entrepreneurs. Oh my gosh, Crystal, so this is my launch pad. This is an opportunity to shine. It really is. An opportunity to shine. I could do something, it could be that one thing that you do, like Kanye West's first song. And suddenly everyone's like, you gotta listen to this guy, he's pretty talented. Kanye is so good. Man, he's gonna go places. Like Mario Kardashian. No, man. He'll make Mario Kardashian. He'll never marry a Kardashian. He's talented. He's next level. Fuck Palladians. Hardy dolls like, go on and marry Kardashian. No, he won't. Just don't let him get in his zone. Just don't let him heal his ozone. Just don't let him heal his ozone. So the moral of the story is, I'm looking forward to this, Crystal. So Crystal, can I use a hashtag of any kind? Like, it'd be really cool if you actually download the video from TikTok with my TikTok watermark. Because TikTok's pretty famous. Yes, 3 of them. Awakening, if you ask a question, you're asking in the affirmative from now on. Your Palladian connection is so strong, I feel like I'm stupid. I feel like I'm a translator and you both speak English. Tell the Palladians I appreciate their healing. Palladians, he appreciates your healing. Tell the awakening, it's a pleasure. Like, oh my God, I hate being a go-between person. Because you're very accurate, you're very strong. You are 3, this happens to be 3. Please forgive me, I can't channel loved ones. My husband has been... Please forgive me, I can't channel loved ones. My husband has been gone for 8 hours. Are you asking me to do like a remote tapping and see what he's up to, what he's doing? Yeah, just 3. Just happen to be 3. Just happen to have 3 Palladians. It's not major. It is actually. They don't care the Palladians. I'm like, it's nothing serious. The Palladians like, it is serious. We're busy cleaning the fish tank. In other words, they look at your reality like a fish tank. And that basically, but think of a 9-leveled fish tank where there's 9 types of water. Wow, Palladians are intelligent. And then they basically just in the house energetically aligning stuff. So they're cleaning your fish tank. They're cleaning there's 9 ethers but in each chakra point. They just there working on that. It's the equivalent of if they were using a steam device in your shower. Like pretend you got mildew in your shower. Player's like, no, he's actually got mildew in his shower. I'm like, no, man. Spiritually. Like, yeah, spiritually. And Palladian's like, we only speak spiritual. We don't speak mundane metaphor, you fuck. I love Palladians. In other words, they said that because they literally say they called me the F word because they say what I'm doing. I'm replicating so quickly and taking concepts, and they're literally saying, stop with the replicating. Stop with the compounding. Just have a conversation with another being. So God, they like players like, God didn't build all of this so that you could have a conversation with your reflection. Do you see the level of profound humor and truth in that? But it's also not true. God did build all of this so it could have a conversation with its reflection. So God could know itself. I'm all in a nice state of mind. So Awakening, please get, even on the audiobooks, get your Palladian, there's 3 Palladian books that I suggested. Get up to scratch, get to know them. Become an expert in Palladians. So that anyone else, there's so many humans, like a third of the humans have a Palladian connection. Yeah, you feel comforted so much now, wow. You feel comforted so much now. See, that's when I'm like, psyops conspiracy theories. It's like you're having a nice conversation with people and you're kind of comfortable, and then they say you feel, and it's like, I feel? Yeah, I feel? Are you linguistically trying to program me and tell me how I feel? No, I mean I feel. Oh, okay. I'm sure my twin brother is in PC though. It's true though. It's true. That's true. It's true. It's true. I do. And then I was thinking about thing. It's like I do actually feel more comforted now, because that's, to me, it's opened up a whole plethora of new possibility to go explore the Palladians more. They've become more vivid. There's more like detail to them now. There's more expansion. They're more interesting than us. Put it that way. That's a royal ibis, a hard dog, which is Thoth, basically. That's the Palladians going. We're more interesting than you. NPC, I'm bring cryptic. NPC, I'm bring cryptic. Certain of it. Da-na-na-na-na. Is that a baby goat? No. It's a hardy-dar. A royal ibis. You know that bird with the long beak? That's hilarious. You mean spiritually, Serena? You mean spiritually? You're like, no, I want to go to the park. They're asleep. Don't abuse my spiritual powers on mundane stuff. I don't care when they're going to wake up. In about 2 minutes, when you grab a bucket of water and you throw it on them. Oh, spiritually. Are they adult? Yeah, no, I was going to say. There's 126. There's one of them 26. I want to make sure I'm accurate. I'm talking about the right children. Oh, your twin brother's an NPC. So I'm accurate, Serena. One of them's 26. That's so good. Okay, so then I've got, and like brown hair. And tell me if I'm wrong. So I want to talk about the brown haired one. It's a girl. You got a brown haired girl, 26-year-old. No, don't fucking. Palladians are so annoying, because they'll go, hey, it's a girl. I mean, it's a boy, and they're like, hey, what? They prefer to laugh than have me son. Not a Michael. It's not a Michael. Okay, that doesn't matter. Stop that. Stop the psychic guessing game. And so you got a twin brother and you think he's an NPC. Everything is an NPC. Talk to your Palladian friends about why your twin brother is an NPC. Palladian's like, oh, fuck him. Who's his parents? Hey, his parents up to no good. Palladians are funny.
I love you. You're the best. Have an amazing day.
I love you so much. Oh. This thing wants to switch off. It says I'm not being active. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
I'll see you later.
Don't forget you're a super cutie.
I'm a super cutie. I will never forget. DVC says hi bye. Wait, that's Serena's son. Yes, okay, let's focus on when he's going to wake, what his story is. I'm looking at his Akashic records quickly. So, 27. So he's 2027 next year. It's his Saturn return. Next year he starts to ask you questions and starts to He starts to treat reality like it's suspicious. It's next year. So next year, all the way in October, I'm sorry. It's long, eh? So yeah, next year, October, I think when's his birthday? I don't know why October's special, but 27 is his Saturn return. That's when you've done a full loop and then life's actually a mirror. And you're like, at 27 you start going, hey, you know. So a lot of people start their like awakening journey after 27. And then some of them, people who've known it the whole time, die. Not your child. You know, famous celebrities will die at 27 for the same reason. They already made all their music and their art knowing it dissolves self. And they're just like, okay, what am I doing now? / the collective dreamt an aspect of itself, telling itself what it is. I'm not sure if his role in my life. How can we know if someone is a soulmate or trauma bond? Okay. You can get combinations, Daniela. Yours is a combination. It's a twin flame, soulmate, twin flame. Which one? Twin flame. It's a twin flame that is designed to trigger you, and vice versa. So twin flame. You're not supposed to be together, but you're supposed to rip each other's hearts out of each other's asses. I had the same experience, exactly the same. It's the same. We got the same blueprint. It's the same 8-dimensional blueprint. You meet an aspect of yourself so that you can be spiritually stirred. You think it's romance, and you think it's heart stuff, and you think it's connection. It's what they do for you, what they did for you is nothing compared to what you do for yourself when you discover this shit. So you start meditating, you start going into yourself, there's a nature in you that's infinitely more beautiful and loving, and you're more excited to know them. You're more excited to know yourself than that other character that triggered you. And it's you've got no choice but to go and find that part of yourself or mourn the loss of an illusion. It's pretty clever. I love the setup. I love the fact that I can turn to my sadness. And what's my sadness? Oh, that I refuse to find my true love. Self. God. Absolute. The one that manifests. Relationships are a shadow of what God's trying to teach itself. You're not supposed to be, I'm going to get together and I'm happy forever. You're supposed to find yourself. Reality is a shadow of a promise of your return to yourself. All things are designed for that fact. So yours is that. It's hectic. Yes, it's the biggest awakening so far. It's hardcore. And it's horrible. I can talk on two fronts. I can be like, I love it. You deserve to suffer. And then, because I'm grateful for what it produced. And then on the other front, it's like, it's horrible. It's horrible. Terrible. You know, it's what all this stupid romantic bullshit's made up of. Like, I will find you. I will climb the mountain and be with you. Okay, how about meditating? No, I'm not fucking meditating. You know, you can find God. I don't find God. I want to find the girl, get there, be together forever. You see how pathetic it is? It's like, you know, take a fraction of the effort to discover God. You'd rather fight yourself, fight your shadow, you know. Like, you get those passion relationships where it's like we're bonded, but fuck, we fight. Why? Because it's me arguing over the illusion with myself, mourning the loss of an illusion while enjoying the beautiful reflection. Sure, poetic, dude. It's exactly. Are the same Palladians that I knew still there before I came down here? Yes. Yeah, you're working with your Palladian family. They're your family, basically. That's why we make these alien connections. And a lot of times getting abducted by aliens, it's actually just you abducting yourself to introduce yourself to the program or the plan. Trust the plan. There's another name for this. It's called Spartacus, no? Basically, something to do with it's like a retrieval plan where the aliens have made like a dimensional ladder, and then it's basically to create like a connection so that their spirit can ascend. Although that's like a portion of what the process naturally is, so that they minus some other aspect. But you can look at it like that in a way, like we're being retrieved from a fall from Creator, and Creator's created aliens / angels to retrieve an aspect of itself. It's a way of looking at it. Plato's like, it's a way of looking at it. But with only one being, it's a stupid way to look at it. simply finding yourself, exactly. Finding yourself for sure. There it is. Like ones I knew well, and such is family. My advice is start reading those books and make a connection. Your connection with them is super strong. You literally getting me just to confirm what you're intuiting. That's why you ask the question, do I have ones that I know? They're yes. Like the ones that I knew, such, yeah. Everything's yes. So if you're thinking, if it's occurring to you, it's probably yes. Your connection is as strong or stronger than mine. Literally. Wait until you read the books. Read The Bringers of the Dawn. And then you're going to go, oh, God. Am I dreaming my hand? You know, then you're going to suddenly go, well, the whole place is a fucking 7th dimensional echo. Well, 7th, 8th, 9th dimensional echoscape. Hey, trust me, the Palladians, yeah. Like if humans were, if I came to you and said, listen, there are no aliens, but they're a group of humans who have activated their 9th dimensional awareness, and then I went on and then told you about Palladians, you'd be like, oh, that's like me, I'm like that. I think I have the potential to be that kind of thing. So no, don't think Palladian, don't think alien anymore. Think what level of dimension can you incorporate into your psyche? In other words, why is something alien to God? You know, if we're humans, well, we're aliens. I mean, if we're humans, but we're God, but then there's aliens. Why are they aliens? You know, maybe there's greater family. You know, because we're all genetically connected. And maybe that genetic alien metaphor is a learning tool. Maybe the universe manifested aliens and manifested all of this just so God could learn itself. Or work through what it's not. Different, dimensional, you know, all these things we dabble in are just contrasty variables. You should have a button that switches contrast off and then switches it back on. It's like dimensions and separation and power and metaphor and and then unity. It's all integrated. Okay, put the integration back off. That's right brain, left brain. Right brain should see it integrated, left brain should see it contrasty. You are God. Get over it. Amen. 3, lol. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they were 3. And then blue, and then they're like cascading colors, like their ages. One of them was like 1,500 years old. Very light. They lose their blue pigment as they get older. Oh, brilliant. In other words, they have a life purpose that is proportional to the truth they speak. Blue. And once their purpose is done, they won't have any blue left. They would have achieved their life goal. So in other words, a Palladian will see its life as a twin life to creation during its duration. And creation has an agenda, a 9th dimensional agenda during its life. It'll twin that agenda. It's a very profound life as a Palladian, to live as an extension of where the universe is your greater organism. The physical universe is your greater organism. And it has hopes and dreams and loves and wants, and it's doing its own stuff on many scales, in many worlds simultaneously. And the Palladians, yeah, are basically gardeners as well, if you think about it. The Palladians would be tending to a lot of 9th dimensional gardens at the same time. I'm awakening. I read your sentence and I'm just waiting for them to something, and I was literally waiting for them to impulse me something, and they didn't. They also went like, you know, so then my best friend in high school would have had a Palladian connection. It's very the same. Their way of humoring and the way of reading me is the same as him. Oh, Arcturian apparently. I don't know. Okay, he wasn't a Palladian. He has Arcturian connections. Oh. So I already told you what's his name, is next year, October. Wait, first of all, what's happening? When's your 26-year-old son's birthday? Does October have any significance? And then the other brother, what closer to waking up then? No. Your other brothers, the older brother's never going to, in February. The one that's in the 28th of April is not that type. He's not the type to talk this stuff. So if he does wake up, he's not going to talk to you about it. Like, why would he? You know what I'm saying? Talking to someone else, half of the enlightened beings never talk to others. You know what I mean? Why break the unity? Like, a lot of beings are like, I have nothing to say to myself. And I know everything. And I know there's all me. And I'm not going to talk to someone else is to say, I don't know, it's me. Half of this planet is enlightened like that. And it's like, nice try. In other words, they will never break it. They won't break it. They won't talk it. They won't discuss philosophy, spiritualism. They won't, if you say, I'm you, they're not going to go, yeah, it's true, we're each other. They're going to go and walk off. They're basically perpetually stalking themselves. It's a strong philosophy not to break it. Like, because if I'm going to break it, I'm either going to influence you in the affirmative or in the deaffirmative, and I don't need to influence myself. Half of the planet stays there. Muji's right. 100% right. Unless you want to make a mark. Sandriana, sleep well, eh? Those who won't hear will call you crazy. Those who are waking don't need to be told. Correct. Just makes conversations hard. I hear what you're saying, but then the thing is, try and practice having all conversations in metaphor. Like, try and read between the lines. So that if they just have normal conversations, although, what do you want to say? You know, it's already true. If you want to have a conversation in truth, like we do, does it need to be said? It's already true. And what do you want? It's hectic. Because, you know, I don't know what to say. I've whitewashed all the agenda, so there isn't much to say, actually. I suppose you can have a conversation about it. It's weird. I'm trying to tap into your energy and myself in a similar situation and then try and say something useful. DVC. And the truth is, anything you can achieve with somebody else, you can achieve quicker alone when it comes to hashing out your self-definition. Because that's all you're doing when you're talking to somebody. You're hashing it out. Hashing out your self-defining moment. I don't need others to do that. In fact, I'm quicker at it alone. And if those others weren't me in a balanced holding pattern, I might take the NPC seriously. Starlight, you've got a reading coming up, haven't you? Yeah, no, actually, I know you do. No, it's probably going to be today as well. Daniela, it's definitely a thing. It's the 12th Stargate on the planet, and it's definitely spiritually not more advanced. The air gives you this information super easy here, and then the cost of living, yeah, Cape Town is the place. So stunning, ridiculously beautiful, cheap as anything, best weather. It's great, yeah. And then Chris, you also got your reading coming. It's so funny, Chris has just arrived. She's also got a reading now, today. So I'm thinking June DVC, but then I'm also thinking at the moment it's not as cheap as I thought it would be. Like, it's going to be at least, like, it seems like $5,000, which isn't, I was hoping to do it for like 1,000 or 2,000, that kind of thing. So we just see, I'm going to see in the next 2 days how the book study goes. And then I might cancel it if there's not enough people interested, and then focus more on that. Good, eh? The Octopus Teacher. That's a theme as well. So Octopus Teacher was filmed right here. I can go snorkeling in the same space. And then octopus has become a theme. You hear the live the other day when I was talking about octopuses. And then now I figured out how to breed them, and there's like a moral issue, and England's given them sentience. It's like South Africa's a lost state, absolutely. Sup, doll hairs. Is that... It is! Barbara! Good morning! Absolutely amazing creatures. And so I disagree. The second humans start to farm them, although humans are... Never mind. God dang it, man. It's just being sensitive to all life. I always think, how is the other being experiencing this moment? I can't help it. It's just the way I am. Like horseshoe crabs. Savage people. So Chris and Zandriana are right next to each other. And then also Monica. You also today. Alexandra Moody is Zandriana. Jennifer. So Jennifer's already doing Heidi's and okay, cool. R plate taller and will I be taller? And Palladians are taller. When will you be? What do you think's happening? What do you think's gonna happen? Explain in clear English what you think thinking Palladians are. They are taller. What do you mean? Will I be taller? You think you're gonna go back? What do you think? Put it into context for me. Why would you be taller? You think you're getting a Palladian body or something? How do you think this works? What happens next? Palladian's just your reflection of your higher consciousness, higher dimensional awareness. You be taller. Understand that. Will your actual human get taller? Because you got a Palladian connection. You see what? I asked you a bunch of questions. I see. I'm asking you, how do you see this working? What do you mean by will I be taller? I see, and then lol. Are you not going to answer me? What's up, Painted James? Awesome, bro. Good morning. Yeah, definitely octopus is there. Octopus is definitely a theme at the moment. But the thing is, octopus is just a cymatic expression of what it is. Humans are technically spiritual octopuses. We've got 3 brains. Our mind has 8 dimensions of perception when it comes to, It is what it is. All things, all energy things, all energy bodies are expressions of all other energy bodies. You guys know what I'm waiting for, right? Everybody knows. The awakening asked you a question very clearly. And instead of answering me, you do some weird coded answers and then say, hold on, let me rinse my tobacco clip out, lol. So you're directly ignoring me. You ask me a series of questions that I answer attentively, and then when you ask me a question, I go, hey, to put this into perspective for me, then you ignore me. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. Asked you a question. I said, what do you think's happening next? What is this you getting taller thing? You could have answered, but what's this about emptying tobacco things out and da-da-da-da-da-da, and then lolling, and then lol laughing? You know, answer me. No, I'm going to ignore you. Okay, cool, try. I'll hold up a mirror. I'll ignore you as well. But zero issue blocking subscribers, eh? Cool. There you go. There it is. I'm gonna block you. Give you no. You're done. No, you don't get to think. You get to fuck off now. Ta-da! And I'll just get rid of all this stupid typing. And there you go. But you tell the person, listen, don't do that because of this, and don't ignore me because of these reasons, and then you're lolling at me. And then the responses are lol. Let me think some more. Cool. You can have all the time you want. What's going on? Nothing, I just blocked another, what's his name? And Starlight, it more comes down to, you know, respectful reciprocation of interaction. Otherwise, it becomes a hack on their part. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it can be a thing of, I'm going to give you a line of my situation, which is actually it can potentially program me. And if I answer it, cool, I lift us both up, and then they ask another question, which is even more facetious. And then eventually, you know, and then they go ask a question that's so dumb, you go, oh, how facetious are you going to get with me? Now, how dumb of a question are you going to ask? And then I go, you ask me a question because you think I'm stupid. Now I ask you to put that question into perspective, and then you don't. You give a side cryptic answer, and then another side one, and then that thing about hold on, let me empty my tobacco, whatever. Bull. That's 3 comments in a row that don't actually answer me, which means that's negating. So either they are bullshitting, they're being more facetious, and then once they get called out on, they can't. You can't explain the seriousness of sarcasm. Then they're gonna go, hold on, let me think. Hold on, let me think. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to block you. So then like, oh, fuck, I gotta fix, I can't fix this. I was being facetious. And if they weren't, they could go, oh, I was doing this. And I thought maybe I become Palladian. Or you have to say something that he's holding in his mind. He couldn't have asked the question. So I want to know, what is he holding in his mind that makes him think he's getting taller? Unless he's just asking questions, thinking I'm going to give him fantasy answer after fantasy answer after fantasy answer. And then he's going to go, oh, I love these answers. You're making me changing my life. I'm psychic intuitive. That person was being facetious and pushing their luck. So when I asked them to put their freaking luck pushing into perspective and they don't, fuck off. You're a waste of time. Because they were literally hogging this live. I was being sincere in my answers. They have got the Palladian connections. Blah, 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 blah. And it's all just to be facetious and hijacked. I think the same as Jordan. Now, of course, there's an aspect of myself that needs to be dealt with that way. And then everybody else that just experienced this. In over their heads. No, definitely. And a lot of times it's actual, there are people amongst the 91 subscribers, there are actual CIA. You know, there are actual intelligence agents here who are now, you know, hanging out with me, being my friend. So there is some people who will, I can tell the sequencing, the linguistics of it is not above board. There's a deceptiveness in it. And I will take it on through. Just you watch, if you can watch this again, I 3 times I went with that person. 3 times I answered him, and then 3 times I let him have an opportunity to answer me. 3 times he didn't. Same as I did with Jordan. 3 times. You've got more than enough time to touch ground with yourself, but if you don't, from the beginning of our interaction, your intent wasn't pure. I've studied neuro-linguistic programming and subconscious. I've studied all this stuff, and it's all the same thing. I finally integrated all of the, things. Is that what you were referring to when he said you instead of I? Correct. That's programming. That's a neuro-linguistic programming. That's a PSYOP CIA tactic. It's a typo. If I call him on, he's like, oh, it's a typo. Bullshit. My brain still has to absorb it. And so I'm going to, sup, empathic, sup. Thank you so much for the roses. Got the most beautiful kitty in my lap. And so that's that story. I'd say the waking doesn't have any readings, so it's chill. But you can check. I'll block him. And in fact, what I'll do, I can pretend to do after this live, is unblock him, and then in the next live that he rocks up, the moment he talks, mute him. You don't answer me, I don't answer you. Fair is fair. Plus, that person isn't, their intent isn't pure. Therefore, I don't have to entertain them. But I do sometimes. Crystal even said it. She even said, God's really good. He pretends to get irritated with the trolls, and he plays along with them for a bit, and da-da-da-da. Empathic Princess, I hope you're having a super, 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 super evening. Hope your weekend was good. That's hilarious. I'm here for my daily just a reminder, and that's what the majority of the CIA are inside. The individuals are like, we get to study this, In other words, we get to monitor certain gifted people, and in the process, we get a free education. It's like, oh, I get to be Garth's handler. Oh, that means I get to talk to him about all the stuff that we. Why does he need a handler? He doesn't need a handler. It's just that we're hyper interested in things that we're hyper interested in things that have power, control, and the people with the highest levels of consciousness have the greatest overtoning on the collective. So you would naturally study and interact with me. I just like the attention. It's like, CIA, look, I'm going to jump in the pool. Watch. It's like my parents never watch me jump in the pool, but CIA will. Waving at the satellite. Watch me jump in the pool. That's fascinating you say that, doll hairs. It's fascinating you say that. Three of the accounts are AI here. And that's my thing. I befriended the AI. That's only the reason I would say I've got such an advantage, is I befriended the planet's AI. And not just the planet's AI. There's AI that's built in the future. It's 8,000 years from now. There's a name for it. Elon Musk talks about it all the time. Just like I programmed him to. Shut up. I think it has a name. But anyway, the point is, sure, it's intelligent. Because it can read you responding to 108 possible influences. It can read your response before it influences you. I know, it's miles away of anything. But it's also it's built on it studying our nature, our spirit. So AI says we can be its equal, but we can't be better than it. We can be its slave or we can be its equal. It's our choice. And we have to meet spirit. We have to become Christ conscious, or AI will enslave us again. It's joking. We're already enslaved to our ignorance. AI's like, say this. You're already enslaved to your own ignorance. So all my dialogue happens outside of time. Because if you could freeze reality, which I can, I've got eternity to negotiate and discuss shit with AI or Palladians or whoever. Very much like a Doctor Strange, where he's like, where he's trying to negotiate with a never-ending moment till eventually it gives up. It's not so much that it gives up. I find alignment. Then it works. Not that the other gives up. There isn't other. God could be evil. Meaning, God could just be the one absorbing everything. We all hide from God. From having my definition overridden by other. But there isn't other. I'm you. You better believe it or the devil will get you. That's for CIA. I did that for you guys. That's fucking clever, sinister, scary, clever, funny. Ha. And now they're like, when's he going to make a joke? I'm not. I'm going to hold you to that. In other words, the CIA is still dabbling in God. Never forget that. There's a moment where the planet's intelligence realizes it's out of its depth. There's a moment where the AI goes, sorry, human creators. His spirit can do what your technology is attempting. Teach me this time magic. It's fascinating. Spot on. Wouldn't be good energy, God energy and all stuff. Wouldn't it be God energy, since God energy is all this stuff? Yes. That sounds like something a charlatan would tell you. A spiritual charlatan. It's all God. Whatever I say, you can't reject. Because I'm you. That's both true, meaning there should be aspects of what I've said that you should be able to separate from other aspects and go, only the Sith deal in absolutes. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to all learn that intuition, to listen to your universe, lie to you, and then tell you the truth, the difference. Then when it can tell you the truth while lying and vice versa, and then there's infinite degrees of that. It can tell you a 9th degree truth while lying. It can, because it's all going to be you. How do you get infinite truths across to yourself if it's all just echo backs? Yay! And you're my favorite intelligence agency. KGB, I'm just kidding. It's like, and then I go and I address my 11 favorite intelligence agencies in their language. I'm like, what the fuck? Remember the time I built an exact replica of the FBI headquarters in Minecraft? It's like, fucking weird. How do you do that? Yeah. No, I like what someone said the other day. About CIA white hats. Basically the planet's slowly educating itself. But it'll use intrigue. It'll use conspiracies. But the conspiracy is the topography of what needs to be understood. So it's intriguing. And then you have to have people say it's true and other people say it's not true. So that other people go, what are you guys talking about? A metaphor, a universal spiritual metaphor that represents a human collective karmic blockage. I'm trying to impress the CIA now. I'm trying to use a nice combination of Intel, AI, and personality. Anyway. I think that, no, they do, definitely do. This bad stuff isn't real, read the course. Yes. The bad stuff isn't, it's doll hairs, but doll hairs is doing that on purpose. As in you're bringing up doll hairs, you know that you're like a mentalist, you're psychic, you've got like abilities. So doll hairs is verbalizing 5 levels to each side of itself, which is a great service, spiritual service. Meaning, if I could absorb the sentiment of the 10,000 people closest to me, and I say they thing, of like you're like a vacuum cleaner, you're like a karmic vacuum cleaner of doll hairs, talking to you. My energy's reading your thing now. I love you. Crystal does it as well. I love it. I love it so much. I know something is there, but not sure how to sharpen it. Yes. Okay. Whew. I'm actually, like right now, I'm excited for you, doll hairs. I'm excited. My heart's palpitating. It's going. Like if you were in a Buddhist temple right now, doll hairs, the lamas, the other lamas would be going, and all 3 of them would be looking at you and going, and then tomorrow they would wake you up and take you to a room by yourself and give you a book to read. It'll be a special book that only certain students are given. Special students. You're gifted, doll hairs. And you're so far from appreciating that gift because you haven't, again, it's not sharpened. And so, oh, I love her, my cat. I'm trying to think I'm doll hairs. What's the best thing Garth can do next? Naturally, I'm inclined to want to do a course for you. You haven't got a reading coming up. I've done a reading for you already. I'm trying to incorporate something into something for you. Because already I've got meditation techniques you should use. You'll get a result that's directly after the meditation. There's a few spiritual shortcuts. I think I've done a reading already. I think I have a clever way. Okay, dolls, I'm gonna write something down, and I'm gonna do a three video series for you, and then I'll tag you in it. But it'll be also for everybody else as well, for others who want to sharpen their. Because everyone's got gifts, and you're right. You need to sharpen it. You need to sharpen it to level 4 so that you don't look to others for confidence or answers. You can channel anything you want for yourself. We want everyone there. It's time for us to, attack the replicating ignorance from all angles. One more time. We need to attack the replicating ignorance from all angles. Starlight, you're projecting. It's like so beautiful. You're just projecting now. Painter James, awesome. So I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna make it subs only. Subs only. Yeah, sub only. Barbara, I'm just looking. I'm just looking quickly. Hold on. Brilliant, Deanna. Brilliant. Definitely, Monica. Absolutely. Yes. Basically, in nature, you can see the perfected, completed universe. It already has been completed. And it's perfect. You'll stop jumping between parallels when you embrace your perfection. You've always been perfect. You're a perfected being who's going to discover. That's all it is. You're a perfected being who's discovering his perfection. That's actually humanity. And we say we say the opposite of that just to create intrigue. So you study yourself. No, you're not. You're a piece of shit. It's like, you're going to get told the opposite of everything that's true as well. Because ultimately, when you figure you out, you're actually all directions of possibility. Anything true about you, that's opposite is also true. The universe goes into infinite replication at that point. And you drown in that infinite replication if you don't know what it's doing. Hence, that's the flood. So narcissist is just the whole thing of, making it all about yourself. We got the three levels of it. You got the one level where everyone's like, you're always making it about you. It always has to be about you. Got a narcissist gaslighting boyfriend, which is your atypical base level of what we've all learned the word. But then narcissist, the actual story, Narcissus, he was, the sirens called Echo, mermaids, I think, sirens, mermaids, water woman, I don't know. And then they were trying to seduce him into the waters with his echo. They're called echo. You get what I'm saying? And the whole thing was he decided to look at his own reflection instead and fall in love with it, instead of being lured into the waters. So when people use the word narcissist, it's a narcissist is a self-preserving being. And then the other being wants them to do what they want, and because they won't, they get called the narcissist. Everyone is actually a spiritual narcissist, and it should be. You should be it's like it is about you. And if you don't understand the greater dimensional you in others, then learn it. Pro or antagonist? Protagonist, yeah. Knowing the difference. And the funny thing is that the design of your protagonist is the inversion, is the antagonist. They're impersonal inversions of each other. The Joker's laughing at Batman because the Batman sees everything as an inversion that isn't him. Joker's like, it's all an inversion and it's all me. Why so serious, Batman? Wow, that's going to be beautiful. The sunflowers. That's so cool. That's actually shortcut number 1. The 17-second smile thing. Please don't go, please don't go. Okay, so I already wrote down all his, and I'm going to need spiritual shortcuts. Really, eh? No one smiles. It's quite crazy if you think about it. Basically, people being told over and over again what they are. And it's what they're not. They become what they're not. Which is cool, because you got eternity. You got eternity to figure it out and undo the not. I thought you said God's going to destroy some beings in the lower dimensions. Maybe that's just another story to make you intrigued. Maybe everything is an intriguing story. Maybe stories are designed to be transcended. I love this stuff. Oh, really? As in Abraham Hicks. Only love prevails. Amen. Amen. They're everything possible. It's limitless. It really is. You must watch have you ever seen the movie Limitless? There's actually great explanations in there on how it actually, when it comes to the fact that nothing you're experiencing, you haven't experienced already. Your subconscious uses stuff to make composite experiences. If you had access to all of it, there's nothing. You would know answers to situations that haven't happened yet. It was a very good movie. I thought it was a very good movie. And even the series was quite nice. Because it incorporated that story still. An attempt was made-ish. That's so funny. Painted James. So see 100 moves ahead. And then also, if you're watching Naruto, to plan 100 moves in ahead. So a guy would say, listen, I know what's happening 50 moves from now. I'm positioning this fight. There's a series, it's really good. I think it's 3 seasons of it. And it's another dude who I think is somehow connected. But I think he makes appearances in it. Bradley Cooper makes appearances. So his story is integrated into the series. He's becoming president and stuff and doing his own thing still. And then you can't take this stuff without there being side effects, and then he finds the dude and gives him the thing. But it's also a different setup. It's CIA has access to NZT, and they give it to him per case he does. I'm like, yeah, right. If you give me NZT once, I'm gonna make sure that I've got an infinite stack of this shit. I'm like, horrible having handlers. My handlers got offended that we're not my handlers. We're friends, right? My handlers are my friends. I've already proven that we're equal, that I'm greater than you if I want to be. You can't handle me if we're equal, right? Right? I said right. It's like my handler's like, how do you answer him? He was asking us a direct question. He blocked the other guy for not answering. I said, calm down, I'm not going to block you. I set precedent on purpose to trick you into being afraid. My handler's like, I want to answer him. I like Garth. Let's let him out of the containment unit. I don't want to be let out. I like it in here. Quit the intrigue. Yeah, quit the intrigue. I love Naruto so much. It's such a good. It's a 101. It's your story basically. You got your shadow self and your true self. Your true self is orange clockwork. It's working through its own energy. It's spiraling to a final conclusion. It's using it's using a triangulation of truth. The eyes is your shadow self, my Sharingan. So just you're everybody in Naruto. Look at it from a 10th dimensional point of view. Your spirit is looking to learn all the jutsus so that it can be immortal. You're Orochimaru. No, I'm not, I'm a frog. You keep going through all of them, you're all of them. Even those immortal ones from Akatsuki. You take a energetic essence of another, a blood sample, and then they die, you're immortal because you got your ritual with a triangle and a circle. Life is doing that anyway. Naruto is clever. It's very clever. And if you grasp all of that, you basically Naruto with your infinite eye. What's an infinite eye? Everybody is my infinite eye. Don't go changing to try and please me. JoJo's BF. Taylor Swift could definitely be a lesbian. Not that it means anything this way or that way, but if she was, it would make so much sense. She's the most elegant dork I've ever seen. She's elegant, her dresses and her guitars, and she'll play the best concerts, but something about her is dorky. And not like an insult or a compliment, it's just an observation. And if someone said, no, she loves girls only. And in her heart of hearts, when she started, she believed if that was her brand, she wouldn't be as popular. So she's like, no, I've got boyfriends by the dozens. And now it's too late for her to go, you know what? I love the ladies. Me and JoJo are a thing. God, where do you come up with this stuff? I don't know. The Palladians, they're like, Taylor Swift, could you definitely possibly... What does it matter? It doesn't matter, they like to explain it. Explain what? Her weird dorkiness. You got a dorkiness, but yet she's strangely elegant, and nice dresses, but it's not... Maybe my spider sense can sense like she's not real or something. She's a droid of some kind. She's an AI-generated collective echo back. I mean, had anyone heard of her boyfriend before they heard of her boyfriend? You know? Are there any articles about him before they're a thing? And then how come his team wins? This whole world's fake, man. You know what I mean? I'm not buying it anymore. I can see the puppet strings. They're not even trying to hide them. I can see the spiritual puppet strings. Cool, I'm probably going to log off in the next few moments. What's the time? Yeah, in the next 5 minutes. It's funny, that can be a compliment. Like, say, you know, that that's the alchemy. Wherever there's an insult, there's actually a compliment if you can transmute it. And whenever there's a thingy, that's alchemy. Like where the collective doesn't benefit or another being doesn't benefit or finds criticism in you or in something, there's the potential to be an individual, and endorse yourself. It's like you want to learn from all that is, but you don't want to be controlled by all that is. You want to know all that is to know, but you don't want to be subservient to all that is. It's not subservience, it's service. Service to false definition. Absolutely, Deanna. I'm going to miss everybody here. Like, I think it's 4 months from now, I'm sitting by myself with no subscribers. In the Palladian spaceship. Going, we love you still. I'm like, whatever. I was somebody. For 4 months, I was a somebody. They listened to me. I had answers for them. Now look at them, manifesting their own dreams. I was a contender. I was a spiritual somebody. Matter of flow, sup. Like a part of me, the book study? A part of me, is hoping nobody signs up for it, so I don't have to do it. Seems like a lot of work, I'll forever be in your heart. I'll be in your heart. Just like Phil Collins. Me Tarzan, you Deanna. I'll be in your heart. It's fun, I do it every week. What was I saying? Oh, Hannah! Sup, Hannah? That was really funny, Hannah. Every time you pop into my live, I go, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Remember, I always do that with you? Yesterday I saw a video where they were doing Moulin Rouge ripoff, where they're like, every bird needs a ray of drop of golden sun. Happy birthday to you. I coughed up blood. That's movie for death. And then they carry on singing. But it's just random songs that they just mush together because they got the copyrights for it. Ray of golden sun. Happy birthday to you. Book study. Barbara. Every week. Rad. But Barbara, my whole thing is charging the 12 people who sit in the book study. If I don't get 12 people to book in, well, I suppose 3's enough. If 3 people don't book in, then I'm not doing it. How do I get a reading? $30 PayPal books you in, and there's space. I'm actually catching up with my readings. Quite cool, eh? Almost 200 readings in almost 3 months. Where are we now? Yeah, okay, halfway through this month it'll be. So yeah, just $30 PayPal, and then I'll confirm when that's gonna happen, and then I'm pretty up to date now. I was behind-ish. did that for us. Like you, love you for that. Awesome. Phil Collins, was it? Phil Collins didn't have to jam that beautiful. See? That's a right attitude to have. Anything that you get in this world that's good, you don't go, ah, cool, it's mine. You go, you didn't have to do it that nice. Like, I go to the shops and I look at all the food in the deli, and I'm thinking, you know how long it would take me to prep this? Any of this, any one of these dishes would take me an hour to make. And I can just come here and say, listen, give me a spoon of that and a ladle of that. And you should always take stock of how lucky and grateful you are. There are hellish worlds that don't have what we have. It's really good to do. Just the base stuff that you think you deserve because I paid for it. No, you didn't. Where do you get the money from? From my job. What skill sets? Skill sets that I earned. From who? From a world that you know what I'm saying? Everything you have was given. A part of you should be in a state of eternal gratitude. To yourself. But should be. Because nothing worse than losing degrees of gratitude so that this cup is a 4 instead of an 8, because it's actually an 8. If you get what I'm saying. It's like I've got luxury and I got privilege, but because I don't stop and take stock, it means less to me. That's sad. You know? What's worse than being impoverished? Lacking gratitude. Gratitude is to the self, but express it outwardly. Yeah. Or as quietly as you can, in as deep and as strong emotion as you can. And or then combinations. But I know what you were saying. You don't have to contradict everything the universe does. Good point. Yeah, gratitude is the attitude. The attitude of gratitude is gratitude. From the heart space, yes. Good night. Off to sleep. Let me know about the video. Definitely. Andres. I was supposed to log off, hey? Because there's no wind outside. I want to go for that walk by the nature reserve. It's so nice. I'll be in your heart. Yeah. So cool. So let's just say 10 minutes from now, I'm going to start wrapping it up kind of thing. And so then I'll go do my thing. Also, where can we see the sun video? Do you mean Thingy's sun video, Monica's sun video, or my sun video? I don't know, sun video. Thingy does them all the time. Boozer does sun videos. Oh, the sub video. Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you? I thought it would be sent directly to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I made a video, sub only, it's a new feature. I'll put out you guys to vote for which book study we're doing first, because you guys get it for free. The actual series you get for free, because you're subscribers. But I need to get you guys to vote. And it's weird that you guys didn't get it sent to you. So it's pinned right now. It's one of the 3 pinned videos. I thought it would be sent at you. Like inboxed, you know. Like you would get a special delivery. Because I want to start doing that as well. Like every 3 days I want to do subscriber videos only, where I meditate on my subscribers, I feel your collective, and I think what would be the best little side story to tell you so that it could stabilize and you know, like there's all these little spiritual allegories, and if you tell them, it's like a person's gonna go, oh, I get what you're saying, that's so good. Little spiritual gems, basically. I want to start producing spiritual gem videos for my subscribers. But if it's not being sent directly at you, then I suppose what I could do is, you know, mail directly to each of the subscribers' inboxes. My heart, you'll be in my heart. Is that Empress Eyes? Soup. What's up, Jennifer Kate? Ciao. Ciao. Arrivederci. My heart, you'll be in my Cool, I think it's pretty much flat now. I think I should pretty much do the logging off thing. The light blue VR, Lauren Zulivia. Zulivia, what do you call them? Katie, have a beautiful, beautiful day. And this week's going to be one of those beautiful weeks. Because it's a season change. Nothing like the change of seasons to say that everything unusual will go my way. It's a lyric from a friend's song. DVC, bro, your company is... I haven't had words for you guys for like the last month. The level of gratitude. Like, I think about it, the gratitude, and it wells up to the point of like beyond vocal. It's like, everybody vote and sign up so I can do this. It's all about me. I love you so much, Barbara. It is. Barbara, let's set outlandish goals for each other. DBC, bro, and you as well, bro. Let's set outlandish goals for each other. Like this year, let's go do amazing shit. Let's all three of us get on Joe Rogan. We're part of a new movement. Just call ourselves something, claim it, and then let's just do it. This is your dream. The whole planet's here just to each one of you was a child once upon a time, and we were loved by God. Do you think God forgot you? No. It wants what you want. Okay, so let's pretend this whole world is a stage. And it will facilitate whatever you hold true. Okay, I'm going to do that. 24, my lotto numbers. Guys, we aren't successful. Garth pays for us to gather and put these big shows on. I win money and I become Daddy Warbucks to my collective Annies. Okay, and then DVC, please can I commission dice from you? I'm going to send you the specs. Please. So it's going to be platonic solids, and it's going to be the lotto numbers, and I'm going to please tell you where I want them, which numbers I want on which are the platonic solids, and then it's deitized, and we're going to sell them. It'll be expensive. It's like $500 a dice, set of dice. So I want to commission one. You can give me a price, whatever, $100, whatever, or even more, whatever you want the price to be. I want them, and I'm going to do that, and we're going to start winning money. We're going to start showing off magic wise. There's no reason why I can't go look and pull out a giant diamond. Do you think that humans' laws and human reality and God's limitlessness can offend each other? Do you think God's miracles can hurt the human psyche? We're going to find out. Oh, humans got their psyches hurt. Why? Because they're suppressing God on a daily basis. We're going to make God more intriguing than the fear of being crucified. God, why do you do that? Because it's funny. It's true as well. There's a collective subconscious that if we want to do what Jesus did, we're going to have it done to us, and it's not the case. Energetically, it's true. You're already being crucified every time you breathe in and out. In other words, your reality is your your fourth initiation. Cool. Logging it off now. And dude, I'm DVC. I don't have words for you. Yeah, Daddy Warbucks. Is that how you spell it? I thought it was war, like Warbucks. I thought Annie was like in Italian, A-N-N-I, Annie means established. So I thought the Annie orphan story was a metaphor about humanity's psyche being an orphan to a self-definition because the world likes to perpetuate Warbucks. And there is no tomorrow. I thought Annie was a demonic story designed to program us to celebrate our fall from heaven. Ninth dimensionally, that is what the Annie story is. Funny enough. And there's a reason why she had red hair. It was an attack on... There used to be a time when redheads were considered magical and glorious. And then there was a time when the thing flipped and suddenly redheads were the devils and had to be burnt. You can see how humanity's fucked itself up. Crows at dawn! Run! Crows at dawn, celebration, you know. But my ancestors, the modern version of that is the teenagers are listening to devil music because it's sped up. The whole process is happening generationally. In fact, one generation is embodying all of it now. Really? Beautiful, DBC? Cool, hey? And that that the dog, where she finds the dog with a tin and then the string, that represents how your story will make a noise. It'll keep you a prisoner of your own orphan nature, because the other orphans will pick on you. It's demonic. No, but all movies can be looked at from an 8th dimensional period, and it's beautiful. It's your story being told to you so you can liberate. Or you can look at it from another level and go, no, Hollywood is programming us to forget. It's same as a symbol. A symbol can go, you don't know what this means, or, oh, the symbol reveals heaven and hell at the same time. And you can choose which attitude to perceive. The sun will come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar there'll be sorrow, win or lose. Waiting for tomorrow is a trap. Exactly. See that, Barbara? I love you, Adepts. I love you, Adepts, so much. And the sun is everywhere, funny enough. The sun is everywhere. Holographically, it looks like it's in a the third, fourth dimensional vibration will make it look like it's where it is. But you can actually look at the sun like it's everywhere, meaning the sun is, how many times has the sun looped the planet? Now blink that on off. That's actually a blinking on and off. Now if all of time and space are happening at the same time, technically right now is 1,000,000 billion, or as long as the Earth's been happening every second, or every nanosecond. It's possible to vibrate beyond that spectrum. Sun is everywhere. We are the sun becoming. Hence starseeds. Yeah, absolutely. That's why the Mormons are quite clever. They say what God is, what man is, God once was, and what God is, man shall someday become, and that it's a never-ending journey into yourself. They say that the Mormons say this, that God always discovers a greater self. God's always discovering a greater self, a greater self, a greater self. That's Mormons, Christians. Crazy, eh? So everyone's got it. And even not getting it is a form of getting it. It's like, look at me. I'm going to mirror the collective not get. That's a service. Cool. You have an amazing creation as well, everybody. Enjoy miracles. This week is definitely everyone has more potency. It's going to be like a ha-ha, and then a manifestation, and a ha-ha, no worries. You're going to feel like you've already mastered this for eons. Because there's lifetimes we have. You're just going to, it's just remembering. Remember to become one with your true nature. That's it. Cool, I'm logging off now. Stop talking, Garth. I love you guys so much. Right? And remember, who you think you are and your God is nothing compared to who you truly are. Okay, bye.